Wouldn't it be fun to be able to read somebody's personality by looking at their face? Well, let's face it, no pun intended, every feature on your face tells us a story of how you think, your personality, trapped emotions, and for some people, potential diseases. Lately, people have been submitting their photographs to me for me to read their face, so let's check out our next participant. I would like to thank Richard for submitting his photograph, and I also would like to thank Richard because he's one of the few men out there that actually submit photographs for Chinese face reading. And what's really funny on my platforms, I get a lot of these keyboard warriors that say, oh, this is some kind of pseudoscience. He has no proof over what he's talking about. And chances are, most of those people that are keyboard warriors like that are men. And I always suggest, if you want to be a keyboard warrior, submit your photograph. Anyways, what do we see first and foremost when we look at Richard's face? Look at his eyebrows. See how wild his eyebrows are? That tells us that he has an inquisitive mind. He's a possible inventor. He could make things, build things, and he's somebody that is creatively thinking. So the more wild the eyebrows are, it generally means that they're somebody that really has that creative mindset. Einstein, if you look at Einstein, that's a fine example. He's somebody too that has a long philtrum. This represents the water element, shows us the longer that the philtrum, deeper that the philtrum is, which is connected back to the kidneys, or tells us that they have a strong jing or strong energy. So he has good jing, good energy. The other thing too that it tells us is that he's somebody that you could joke around with. Speaking about joking around, here's another trait. I see that he's kind of smiling, but he has what we refer to as an upturned mouth. When we look at somebody with an upturned mouth like that, it tends to mean that they have a positive outlook on life. One of the other things that we look at Richard's face here is that these lines across the forehead here, a lot of people don't like to see those lines, especially as we get older. But in Chinese face reading, we actually do like to see those lines because it means that the person or the bearer has learned from their life experiences. Now, if you look at somebody's forehead and their lines do not connect, they are the people that are always saying, gosh, why do I keep on meeting the same guy, gal, whatever? Why do I keep on getting into the same bad relationship, going for the same bad job? The reason why this is happening is because they're not learning from their life circumstances. From a clinical standpoint, what we have to look at when we're looking at disease prevention is you see these downturned lines on his cheek, and also if you look underneath his eyes here. So he's had years of past regrets, some trauma, sadness, or sorrows that have not been fully resolved. And understand that Richard is a Qigong instructor as well as me. And so one of the great things about Qigong is it allows us to process that stuff so we can live the ultimate life that God has designed for us all. So there you go. If you're somebody who would like to have their face read, go to secretsontheface.com, submit your photograph there. Or if you're somebody who would like to learn how to read people's faces, go to secretsontheface.com, sign up today for my 6-week course. And I'm Chris Shelton. Until next time, I will chi you later.